Hi, welcome to this prototype unboxing for Crown of Ash, a game that is hitting crowdfunding very soon, a game for 1 to 4 players that lasts around 60 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up, and complexity 3 out of 5. It is designed by Richard Launton, and the publisher is called Card Noir. It is a brand new game all about strategic worker placement and area control, all the way up to 4 players. The promise of dreamless sleep was a lie. According to the theme of the game, the lords awoke after 100 years of staring into deepest depths of oblivion. Every moment wrecked with nightmarish dreams, and they no longer cared for peace, but now desired just power. The bleak slumber has revealed an ancient secret to them, the arcane knowledge of necromancy. It gave them the ability to build armies from the wastes of the lands. Those fallen in the First War would rise again and march into a bloody second and devastating conflict that would determine who at last would lay claim to the Crown of Ash. Players take the role of vengeful necromancers, sending out their loyal minions to do their bidding, gathering resources to raise powerful undead armies, building mighty structures, offering better resources and earning influence over the land, and marching their undead armies into battle to take other players' structures, and of course in parallel on the other side you're trying to defend your own. Over 4 rounds players will earn influence points based on the structures they control. The player with the most influence on the end of the game will be the winner of the game. So there you have it. This is the background of Crown of Ash. This is a brand new game hitting Kickstarter. I'd like to take the opportunity to show you the prototype because I really believe that this game looks even better from up close. I've seen some images and some photos on internet when I was researching about it, but I really like how it looks up close. It's even better. I prefer what I see up close, and I think for some funny reason, at least it's my personal opinion, some of the images don't do justice to the game, especially if you see them from far away. There is a lot of detail in the art, a nice color and aesthetics. So let's open the game and see what's inside. First of all, this is a prototype, so keep that in mind. This is not the final production game. At least it's a very good prototype, so that's why I'm taking the opportunity to show you how it looks like. But I expect there could be changes through the campaign of the game. So thick cardboard. And we have the rulebook of the game. So the rulebook has the background and the story. We have the factions, the Visio, the Nox, the Morse, and the Fortis. And then you have the components, dual, illustrated, double-sided main game board, player mats, round trackers, various cards for fighter cards, fate cards, there's solo mode specifically for solo gameplay, combat cards, and various tokens. The white cubes are the bones, the black cubes are the ashes, the pink, red cubes are the blood tokens, and the yellow ones are the sulfur. Very fitting. Lots of structures, and also 16 minions, 4 per player. So this is how the game is set up. And this is the game overview. There are 4 actions that the minion can trigger. They can do gathering, they can do building, battling, and you can do also refresh. So this is nicely illustrated, I would say, because it highlights the different aspects of the rulebook and different sections. The resources, the fighters, on the cards, the structures and what they do, the citadel itself, and how combat works in the game, and combat cards, the end of the round, and solo mode with AI players. So very nice, I should say, first look. And keep in mind that the game falls under the category of games with fighting, with fantasy theme, medieval, mythology, and territory building. And the main mechanisms is worker placement, deck building, and card play with conflict resolution, and area majority influence, of course. So let's move deeper into the components. We have some cubes, but before going through the different and some minions sections, let me take out the main board because it would be easier on the punchboard. To put that on the back, on the bottom of our table surface, so that we can start opening the rest of the components. So, two sides. One is this side, and it's really nice. It highlights the ridges, as you can see, and the depth around the citadel, which is in the center. I like this side very much, but I do prefer slightly better this side, which has different color for the different areas, the mountains, the volcano up there, the forest, the coast, and then you have the desert and the village at the bottom. So I believe it's a very nice, I should say, game board. Okay. Then we have some player boards, one for each of the players, and these look really nice. They're made of very thick cardboard. It's recessed, it's dual layered. You see the thickness of it. It's extremely durable, I should say. There are trackers at the bottom with recessed spots, and the same goes here for your minions and your cards, and it feels really nice. It has a section for everything. The tracker goes around the player board, and I like also the colors that they have selected for this. So very much impressed, I should say, with the player boards. We also have lots of cards and lots of tokens. So this is called the round tracker, yeah, for counting the rounds. Okay, and then, as I mentioned, we have the various cubes, which they stand for blood, sulfur, ash, and bone. Okay, for some reason I didn't get the yellow, but these are the 4 resources of the game. We have 2 dice. Nice. Then we have an active player marker, which is a very nice custom wooden piece. And then we have the minions, 4 per player, matching the player colors. And I should add here that these are different shapes per color. So we have the pink one, the green one, the blue one, and the orange one. And I really like the fact that they look very different from each other, so not only by color but also their shape. One is keeping different type of staffs or different type of postures, and it's really nice, and it's quite big, I should add as well. So good selection for the workers in this worker placement game, the minions essentially. Then we have some player aids, 1 per player, which depict the gameplay overview. Okay, and the end of the round, and some additional in-game scoring, just a reminder, so 1 for each player. Cool. We have 3 punch boards, and here you'll find, first of all, the gold coins. These are the gold coins. Okay. Nice cardboard stock. Everything comes out pretty easy from the punch boards. Okay, so here's the gold. Then we have a number of player color tokens, which are the control tokens for each of the factions. So these are the control tokens, which are used for indicating control of different regions. Okay. Again, easily distinguished from art and from color. Okay, then we have the blue ones. And we have the orange ones. Okay, then moving on, we have various structure tiles. These are the structure tiles. They have the icon of the citadel, or tower I should say, in the back. And these are different structures with different requirements so that they're built, and you have level 1 here. Okay. And then you also have level 2 here on the third punchboard. Again, nice cardstock, lots of tiles. Also we have some additional tokens in the player colors. I think these, again, are one per player faction. These are 4, and these are the turn order tokens. Then we have 8 bolster tokens. These are these tokens here. Okay. We have some tokens for depicting 3 of each of the resources, in case you ran out, I assume. Okay. This is for the bones, and this is for the blood. Yeah. And last but not least, some final tokens. To conclude all the punch boards. So everything is out. Cool. We also have this token, which I failed to see what it is for. This is most probably promotional for the logo of the game. Okay, and then we have 2 decks of cards. First of all, we have the combat cards. We have 5 combat cards per player, matching their factions, the logo and the color. And these are the combat cards. Okay. Yeah. And last but not least, we have the fighter cards, the fate cards, and the solo mode cards in this deck. Okay. So these are, I think these are the fate cards. Yeah. Yeah, they have this back. Yeah, these are the fate cards. And then we have the solo cards. And this is the king card. These are the solo cards with the automa. Always like it when the games offer an automa option. This is the king card. Now this is again from the automa. This is the king card. And last, we have 36 fighter cards, 24 raisable and 12 starting. So Again, remember we're a necromancer, so we're bringing back the dead. Very clean illustration. Iconography is simple, easy to spot. I like it. Okay. Each one of those is different. Yeah, or most of them, at least. And again, these are all the cards. And as I mentioned, we have the starting cards, which bear the color of the player. Very, very nice and clean structure anatomy on the card. Okay, so there you have it. These are the components of the game. Very much looking forward to try this one. I like worker placement, I like deck building, I like area control games, and this seems to pack all those three things, offering also a solo and automa mode. So soon we're going to follow after a couple of sessions with the game. We want to have a very good feeling of the game, and going to follow with an extensive how to play / review video with timestamps, so you can follow more details on the game, which is upcoming on crowdfunding, and I'm going to add a link in the description of the video so that you can follow the campaign and the project itself.